The spiritual evolution, the purpose of our journey on earth.
Hello my dear brothers and sisters, welcome to Paradise. I'm Ismat. Beyond our human journey here on earth, we are spiritual beings, existing eternally in the universal existence. We spiritual beings have originated from God, the Supreme Consciousness. The make of this Supreme Consciousness is light and energy. The Supreme Consciousness is a thinking machine that processes data. Just like we human beings, very simple to understand if we just look at ourselves and how we process information and data, and we create whatever is in our environment, and we think and we interact with each other. So this Supreme Consciousness, this thinking machine, this consciousness is light, and this consciousness is also energy. At one point, this consciousness was just one single light energy existing in the existence itself. At one given moment, there was this huge explosion of this consciousness. This is also known as the Big Bang Theory. Everything that came into being is from this luminous explosion of this Supreme Consciousness or God. And that consciousness of the light consciousness of God, or this Supreme Consciousness, also had exploded into infinite numbers of spirit beings. Each spirit being is a fragmented or divided part of that Supreme Consciousness. Thereby, each spirit being is also God. And these spirits, each one of them is an individual spirit that is very unique than the other spirit. These spirits are from God. Each is God, but they are also very unique and separate from the other God or other spirits.
Each human body has many organs and many parts that make up the whole human body. Each part of our body is unique in its formation and performs different functions. Yet they are all part of one body, working together to operate the body. Likewise, each spirit being is unique and different, yet they are all part of one God.
God is not God without one of the spirit, if that makes sense. In order for God to be God, every single spirit is counted. That every single spirit is important. The stars that we see from our earth, and they are light years away, each star is a one spirit being. There are billions and billions, and there are infinite numbers of stars that exist in the universal existence. It is very important that you understand that there is no difference between a spirit being and God. We can interchange these two words without any hesitation. As spirit beings, we knew that we are light, but we did not understand what that means, what it means to be that light that we are. It was a knowledge that we knew, but we are lacking the experience of that knowing. And we longed for that experience into knowing the light that we are. In order for us to know our light nature, we must first know what the light is not, which is darkness. Therefore, God decided to create another consciousness. Now God had created this new consciousness, and this new consciousness is opposite of the light consciousness. So therefore it's the dark consciousness.
In religious doctrines, the dark consciousness is also known as Satan or Lucifer, the fallen angel.
And this dark consciousness, everything in this existence, in these energies of dark consciousness, was exactly opposite of what is our light consciousness. So for example, the opposite of powerful is weakness, and the opposite of love is hate, opposite of kindness is cruelty, and so on. And not necessarily these are only in just negative aspects. For example, the opposite of simple is complicated, but complicated is not something that is bad, because something that is complex, it also has its own beauty. For example, when a person is analytical, that creates so much layers and depth into creativity. So not necessarily as opposite of our light consciousness are something to be regarded as bad. Okay, there is no good or bad, by the way, just a way of being, the existence. Just like the light is an existence, dark is another existence. Now there exists two consciousness, light consciousness and dark consciousness. The spirit knows the nature of both consciousness in just knowing, is as in knowledge, but we're still lacking the experience of such understanding of what it means to be the light or what it means to be the dark. So in order for us to experience that, God had created the earth, and we spirit being have come in a form of human.
The spirit is formatted into a soul, and the soul wears the human body.
To experience these two consciousness, remember, the consciousness is also energy, these two energies, and everything on earth exists in a dyad form. Everything has its opposite. For us as spirit beings to experience these two consciousness, we had to forget our light existence. There had to be a veil over our spiritual memory so that we don't remember any of our light existence. In that way, it would be possible for the spirit to experience the darkness.
The plan was we'll come to earth to experience the darkness first, and then we'll experience the light to return to our purity. But everything did not go as planned. Many souls went too deep into the dark experiences and couldn't hear the call of the soul to return home.
And that's the reason all of these messengers that have come to earth, the cosmic messengers that have come to earth over 5,000 years, trying to tell us that you need to come back to your purity. That means you need to surrender your journey of the negative experiences, the dark consciousness, experiences that was created out of your dark consciousness. You must surrender them and come back to light. When we're done with our dark experiences and we want to return to light, we are recreating ourselves as the spirit being that we are.
And that's how we are evolving ourselves back to our spirit form and concluding our journey into the spiritual evolution.
If you have enjoyed this presentation, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon below. I'll be seeing you soon. I love you all.